look at this. This is cool. It doesn't appear to be ginormously cold. Oh! There's a monster down here. I had no idea this guy was down here. All right. Well, hey, how about we fight a frost dragon? Welcome back, everybody, to Conan Exiles. I'm an old guy gaming, and in this episode, we are going to head to the Frost Temple, do the Frost Temple, and get ourselves a whole bunch of black ice, because I need to do that. I was going to go back to the Warmaker Sanctuary off camera and get it, but I thought, well, let's just go ahead and do another episode and show all of you guys the Frost Temple, for those of you who may not have seen it, and get some black ice in the process, and also make ourselves maybe a couple of black ice frost infused picks, or whatever the hell they're called, which we will be able to do once we defeat the temple. Okay, so that's the plan for today's episode. Let's go ahead and get started. And so a couple things first. I want to make the I want to go ahead and make the bindings of the dead, just because the durability on this is many times more than even the chain bindings. So the chain bindings have a durability of 3,800, which I can't actually make myself anyways. I have to have my main thrall make that for me. He's currently over on the wheel, so let's go grab him really quick. I haven't done anything more with the base since the last episode. In fact, I haven't really even played since the last episode, because I've had some other things going on. But let's grab Gothrad here. I need to change this wheel out to a greater wheel too. I just used that one quickly because, excuse me, I was in a hurry the other day to get that thrall on there. Which was... who was that thrall? I think it was this one here. Yeah, this named alchemist. So I've got two named alchemists now, which is great. So we got Ymir of Zamora on the Fireball Cauldron at the moment. And then, of course, we have our Azura alchemist, Galumton, who we've had for quite some time now. So we're set for alchemists. It's the armor that I'm really in need of next. So all right, let's put Gothrad here in the Torturer's work table. Notice that when we add him, we can now make the chain bindings, which we weren't able to make before. But he also can probably make, I don't know if he can make these even better than what we can or not, but we'll just put him in there. One thing he can do though is he can make, because he's a driver, that's this little icon, a driver taskmaster. He can make even stronger truncheons than what I can make. So I need to do that at some point too. But right now, I mostly want to do the bindings of the dead. This thing is fairly expensive. It requires the heart of a hero, 40 alchemical base, 10 layered silk, and 3 fragments of power. Now, I don't remember exactly where and if I have the heart of a hero. I know I've gotten it before, but I don't know what I've actually done with that. It's kind of more of it could be in the alchemy thing. No, it's not in there. Is it in the alchemy bench itself? Heart of a hero. Nope, not there. It's not in the dice chest. It's not in the thrall's chest. Should not be in building. Is it in here? This is kind of where we're keeping our relics and some of our other kind of miscellaneous stuff, including our fragments of power. Heart of a hero. Boy, I don't know what I did with that. Okay. Is it possibly in the weapon? It shouldn't be in the weapons chest, but I moved so much stuff around that it's quite possible that I accidentally kept it in those things. It's not in there. It shouldn't be in here. This is our smelting chest. Okay. Well, is it in the artisan table? I don't think there's anything at all in that artisan table. Just trying to think where else I might have put it. Let's look in the refrigerator, the preserving pens. Maybe it's in there. If it's not, we're probably just gonna have to go get a new one. No, doggone it, I don't see it in there either. What about here, here, or here? Nope. Last place we can look is in here, and it's not in there either. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe those things expire. I don't remember. But anyway, you can get that from killing the one skull relic hunter boss in the unnamed city. So you know we'll be going back there for more farming and stuff anyway. So I guess we'll have to wait until we get back there before we can make this, because I apparently don't have a Heart of the Hero. I could have sworn I had more than one of them, but one way or another I don't have it now. So well, I guess we'll have to hold off on Bindings of the Dead for now. Okay, so that pretty much decides that for us. So yeah, let's go ahead and round up our crew for today's adventure. We're going to get over here and we'll summon our current sidekicks. Okay, so who do we have? We have Janos, we got Dalencia, we got Samel, Rella, and Varpner. And let's make sure they're all weaponed up, which it looks like they are. Samel's looking good. Janos is looking good. With the Nordis mace. And Dalencia's got the Poitain mace. Okay, I think we're good. Let's also... Whoops. Let's make sure that everybody's... Or that the horse... Oh, yeah, the horse has stuff on him. Glad I checked. I've got a spare map room that the horse is just kind of carrying around too, just in case I need it for a new location. So let's put this hide stuff in here. And we can just go ahead and process that. Put the iron in the blacksmith's bench. And let's see. I guess the meat needs to go over to the kitchen. And we'll put that in the fridge over there. And then we'll head up and do the Frost Temple. Now, I'm going to also take with me some spiced food. I think we'll be okay ultimately, because if we look at my guy's stats, he's got pretty good cold resistance without even taking the spicy food. So hopefully that'll be enough for us to get done what we need to do. So I'm going to grab these 52 spiced haunches, and I think between, you know, just his native stats, we'll call it, and the spiced haunches, he should be good to go. Let's also drop off these truncheons. I don't want to be carrying them around with me right now, because there's nothing in that area that we would want to try and tame, except for maybe something at Mounds of the Dead, but we're just going to drop this stuff off anyways, and I always carry a truncheon and bindings with me anyways, because you never know what you're going to run into, but for our thralls, I think we're good. Okay, so this is our crew. They all have weapons. They should be good to go. Let's go ahead and head up to the Frost Temple. So I have been in the area, so I did get the obelisk, and so we're just going to teleport up there. Maybe, oh shit, you know what I should have done? Got it. I didn't think about it. I should have grabbed some explosive arrows in case we run into some more star metal up here. Well, you know, one thing I can do is temporarily put the map room down, go back home, grab that, come back here, and then pick the map room back up. So let's do that. I'm just gonna set it right down next to the thing. I don't care about the corruption because our dancer will remove it as soon as she gets over here. So let's just, again, we're just temporarily popping that down. It's not going to stay there. And I will go back to the base, get the explosive arrows, and meet you guys back here. Okay, we're back. It's actually a good thing I had to go back anyways, because I forgot to make a couple of hardened steel picks, which we're going to need inside the dungeon. All right, let's pick the map room back up, because after this run, I may not be coming back here. We'll see, though. And so, yeah, we're going to go in here. We're going to get some black ice. We're going to do the dungeon. Let's go ahead and summon everybody here. And, oh, shoot, we didn't bring... we didn't have our dancer in this group, did we? Okay, that's fine. I got just a tiny bit of corruption, not enough to worry about. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some black ice out here, but there's actually quite a bit of black ice inside of the Frost Temple too. A very good place to farm it in large quantity. But since it's scattered about out here, we'll go ahead and grab some of it out here too. That's just normal ice. What about that? Yeah, that's black ice. It can be hard to tell sometimes depending upon the lighting. You guys probably should follow me. One thing you can do if you happen to come here to do the Frost Temple and you forgot to bring spicy food to stay warm is you can kill some frost giants and they'll almost always drop some kind of spicy food that you can use, so it's pretty handy. Pretty handy indeed. All right, welcome everybody to the Frost Temple. We should have actually tried to do this at night. It's really cool looking at night because it's all lit up. But sometime, you know, come back and take a look at the Frost Temple when it's nighttime, and it's just neat. Guys, I went ahead and jumped into admin mode and changed it to nighttime just so you could kind of see the Frost Temple at night. So it's pretty cool looking. I just think it looks really neat. Yeah, it's a little hazy out, but yeah, very cool looking at night. Now, if you go over to this little totem thing, you can learn, I think it's a totem of some sort. Or totems in general, by clicking on that, which is cool. And let's look at those in feats for a second. So if we go to totems, oops, totems. Yeah, so you can basically make a couple of different types of Vanir totems by learning that feat. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's grab some more black ice here. And I'm actually going to drop the normal ice because we don't need it. But of course, we'll keep the black ice itself. Okay, so the Frost Temple, as you can imagine, is very cold inside. Quite a bit colder than it is out here. So we will need to eat our spicy food when we get in there. Let's put the Eye of Khan down there. And I want to put the skinning knife here because we'll harvest the giants as we kill them. Okay, so you're gonna have two giants right at the front, and they both pull together. You can't pull one without the other. And then Samel, what in the hell's wrong with you? You're all messed up. So yeah, now you don't want these guys to hit you because they'll give you frostbite. Which will drop your body temperature to dangerous levels. You can block them with your shield, but if they get an actual hit off on you, then you'll get that frostbite, and it's not a desirable buff. You notice the thralls all have the thermometer icon on their health bars because they have the frostbite buff, but they have so much more health than me that it doesn't really matter so much to them. So yeah, rhino head soup is not actually spicy. Don't think I'm going to take any of that stuff there, but we are going to harvest him for his hide. I mean, it's decent stuff, but we just don't need it right now. Okay, yeah, so he dropped 10 spiced pork, so that way I'll take the gold dust too. If I had come up here and forgot my spicy food, then, well, he just provided it for us. Okay, let's go in, look at the thermometer up on my screen, and watch how it starts to drop as we go in here. It's very cold in here. Hey guys, I forgot to show you this stone too. It's on the right-hand side as you enter the temple, and it gives you some Crom-based emotes. So kneel by Crom, pray sitting, that sort of thing. And pretty soon we should see, yeah, we see the little thermometer popping up saying that we're cold. All right, now when we get in here, we're going to have two more frost giants that are going to pull together. Again, you can't pull one without the other. And I usually just let them come up here and fight them up here where we have a little bit of room to maneuver. So let's do that. Pretty much let the thralls take them so we don't risk getting frostbite ourselves. But we can do some arrow shots off on them though. And these guys are, you know, for their size and for what they're supposed to be, they're actually quite weak. I really think they need to be buffed just to be more realistic. They're not that hard to kill. They should be much, much harder to kill than they are. Okay. I didn't actually mean to grab that, but we did. So let's get the... We'll take the goop and the spice soup. So we got spice soup out of that deal. I don't think we need this steel. We're doing pretty good on that. Okay, so once you kill those guys and you come down here, see now it says very cold, so the further in you get, it just gets colder and colder. But if you come down here behind the stairs, in this area, there's a couple of chests here. And we'll take the witchfire powder because that's pretty rare. And I might even take the thick leather and the gray lotus potion. And yeah, we'll take this stuff, I guess. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and eat the spice soup so I can warm up a little bit. But underneath the stairs here, there is a big old batch of black ice on both sides. And you can get a crap ton of black ice by harvesting all of this stuff here. And you don't even need to go any further into the dungeon if all you want to do is come here to get this black ice. So it's probably, as far as I know anyways, it's probably the most concentrated area of black ice that you can get. Now there's quite a bit of black ice also in the Warmaker Sanctuary, but it's a little more spread out and you have to run up the corridor and you've got to fight the spiders and stuff along the way, whereas this is all just right here. So very, very good place to farm black ice in quantity. So what I'm going to do is farm it all up on this side and everything over there, and then when I'm done, we will proceed into the Frost Temple. Okay, so that gets us all of the black ice. We ended up with, I don't remember how much we started with, but we got 2 stacks of 5,000 and then another almost 2,000. And we're going to get rid of the normalized because we don't need it. Okay, so we're getting very cold again. Let's go ahead and eat a spiced haunch to warm up and then proceed further into the temple here. Now, the Frost Temple does not have anything to do with the main storyline. It's again just another part of, you know, kind of side content, I guess, in the game in relation to the main storyline. But there is inside of here. Let's grab this, and we'll grab the hardened steel hammer and we can melt it down for hardened steel. There is inside of here what's called the Frost Forge or Thringir's Forge or something like that. And we're going to need it to make these special hardened steel the picks that I brought the hardened steel picks for. They're kind of like frost versions of those. And then you can also get a special type of armor, like a Nord kind of armor. Well, it's not Nord. It's called, I think it's called Aesgear or Aesnir armor. That you can come and make in this forge too, and it's basically armor that has like a frost buff on it. I've never actually made it myself because I kind of prefer the Godbreaker and the Champion's armor, but it's just, you know, more content if you're interested in the game. Okay, so we come to this room here. We killed this frost giant here. I don't know this for a fact. I'm just assuming this, but there may be frost giants in actual Conan lore too, but if there is, I don't know anything about that. So, or maybe they were just added as part of the game. Not really sure. My guess is that they probably are in the Conan lore somewhere, but again, I'm not familiar with that. Okay, so we came up these stairs here, and we're kind of in this room now. We can go left and we can go right. If we go left, we get to the Frost Forge, which we're going to do. If we go right, we get to kind of a side room that has a couple more frost giants in it. So let's go down here first. And then it's kind of got these portal things in it, to which don't actually do anything as far as I know. Alright, so let's get our thralls to take these guys out. There we go. And again, you know, I could kill these guys myself real easily, but I just don't want to risk them hitting me with the frostbite stuff. We'll take the elephant hide, and I don't think we need the rest of that stuff. So you come down into this room, and there's some a chest or two. Oh, I guess there's more. And it's called the disjunction down here. And it's got these kind of like portal-looking things that I guess would suggest that you can go to different dimensions or something through them, but they don't actually do anything. So if you walk up to them, you can't do anything. So I'm not sure what the lore or the story is behind those myself. Let's take the thick leather. I think we'll just leave the rest of that. There's like a little ice pyre thingamadoodle down here. There's nothing in there we really want. And yeah, that's really it. I did look this place up once on the wiki, and there wasn't really any detailed information about it or what its purpose is or why it's here. But yeah, okay, there you go. That's all I can tell you. All right, let's go see. Does this guy have anything? He's got one thing of star metal, which I don't think I'm going to grab. But we will harvest. Harvest his giblets. All right, now let's go to the other room. The other room is much more important because that's where we're going to come across the Frost Forge, or Thuringur's Forge, or whatever it's called. So we come down through here, and we got another Frost Giant. So let's get our thralls on him so he doesn't hit us. Okay, so I'm going to grab this black ice while they're fighting. You can pull so much black ice out of this place, it's ridiculous. Just tons of it. Okay, we're extremely cold, so let's grab another spiced haunch. If you get beyond extremely cold, then you're in a frostbite state, which is very dangerous, because then your health starts to drop. But it's super cold in this room here. Okay, we'll take spiced haunch and eat some more spiced slivers. I'm going to leave the rest of that. Okay, so there's more black ice that I could grab. I might do it later, but anyway, when you come into this room, it actually warms up a bit. It's not quite as cold in this room here, but you don't want to fall down there because if you do, you're dead. Whoop, that was close. Just about fell down myself, man. I've never actually been down there, but I imagine, I mean, you can see the bottom, but I don't know if it's one of those things where the game just insta-kills you or not. How would you, well, you might be able to go down there. I've never tried it. There's black ice down there. All right, well, let's finish the dungeon and then maybe we'll do something with it. Okay, so we got some more giants. This time we're going to get 3 at a time. Let's let the thralls deal with them. We'll just keep our shield up so we don't get frostbite. Alright, he's down finally. Okay, let's get the hide off of this guy. And what does he got? We'll eat the steak. And don't care about ivory arrows. I can make bitter. He's got some spice soup. We'll take that. We'll take the elephant hide. The rest of it, don't care about. Okay, so let's come down through here. We'll take that and that. And then this is the Forge of Ymir. That's what it's called, Forge of Ymir. So what you can do is, once you get the recipe, which we'll get at the very end of this dungeon, you can make the black ice frost weapons, and later on, if you wanted to get the recipes, you could come over back here and get the Aesir armor stuff too. Okay, we're just gonna leave that stuff there. All right, so let's go back through here. And we'll finish out the dungeon. And I might, like I said, I might grab this black ice later after we're finished here, but we'll see. So we come through here. around this corner. And again, once you kind of get back in here, it warms up again. And that is the boss. That's Thorin Gear, I think is his name, or Thrúgnir or something like that. I don't know if you guys remember or not, but several episodes ago, we met the giant up on the mountain, and he thought we were all living in a dream. And he said his chieftain almost beat him to death. Well, that's this guy here. Okay, come on, guys. Get his attention. Okay, can we get around him without getting hit? Okay. What are you guys doing up here? Go down there and fight. Quit screwing around. They're kind of derped. Alright, I think he's... Here, let's do this. Let's put some Scorpion Queen poison on here. And let's see if we can get behind him. Okay, let's get some poison on this guy and roll so we don't get hit. Okay, he should be going down any second. He did. Alright. Now, we still gotta get rid of this guy. I don't want him to hit me. Let's wait for his swing. Okay, can we get a couple of... Okay, roll. Don't get hit. Ah, shit, he hit me. Doggone it. Okay. So yeah, that puts the cold snap up. If you watch my thermometer thing, it's going down really quickly. But we should be okay. Let's just counter it with some spicy soup. And it should counter it. Okay, he's almost dead now. There. Okay, Hrungnir of the Frost. That is Hrungnir. Alright, let's take the hardened steel, the elephant hide. Don't really care about the rest of it. Elephant hide. Don't care about the rest. Spiced shivers. Yeah, the rest of it, not a big deal. Okay. So, what you do then is you go behind the throne here, and there is a recipe stone. And we learned the frostsmithing, black ice pickaxe, black ice throwing axe, and black ice sword, I think it was. And I didn't think we need any of that stuff. Okay, cool. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Ymir's forge. And those two hardened steel pickaxes that we brought with us, we're going to turn into the black ice pickaxes. And they are supposed to be as good as the star metal pickaxes in terms, you know, of their durability and their efficiency, the amount that they harvest and whatnot. Okay, so let's go to the forge, and we should be able to click on it here. And yeah, these are all the things that we can make. I'm really only interested in the two pickaxes. So we're going to put those in there. We're going to put some black ice in, and then we will craft two of those. Now later on, for those of you who are brand new to Conan Exiles, we're going to run into a similar kind of thing for fire up in the volcano where we have the volcanic forge, which we can only make certain things in. But we'll be doing that, of course, in a future episode. Okay, so we're going to wait for this to finish. It takes a little while, but when it's done, we'll have a couple of extra picks that are as good as star metal, extra picks for me. Now, while we're waiting for that, I want to see if you can actually go down here. So hopefully we can without dying. Sometimes in places like this, if you fall down, it just insta-kills you. But maybe not. I've never been down here before. Interesting. Okay, so we can... Apparently we can come down here. Look at this. This is cool. It doesn't appear to be ginormously cold. Oh! There's a monster down here. I had no idea this guy was down here. All right. Well, hey, how about we fight a frost dragon? I had no idea this guy was down here. Okay. There's also another big frost dragon on one of the paths up to the volcano too. But yeah, I didn't know this guy was down here. Okay, let's put some scorpion poison back on here, scorpion queen poison, and reapply it. And roll. Okay, there we go. Ow, that hurt. Okay, now if we come over here and put the Reaper poison on, you get from Sand Reapers, which I think I did off camera, but I will show that to you guys. We can also apply a second stack of Reaper poison along with the Scorpion Queen poison, except for I didn't get to it fast enough. Okay, let's go back to Scorpion Queen. Okay, so do you see there's 2 poison stacks on the dragon now? So that's very cool that you can stack all that. Alright, we have defeated the ice dragon. Technically, I probably should have done that without my thralls, but I wasn't expecting it to be down here. But, you know, we've already soloed, well, with one thrall, the Red Mother, and the Red Mother's a lot tougher than this dragon, so I kind of count that as the having already met that requirement. Okay, let's harvest. We got Dragon Bone and Dragon Horn, and I guess that's all we got. So there's no key on that dragon. That's cool that we found it though. Like I said, I didn't even know this was down here, so it's neat to always discover something new, even after, you know, playing the game as long as I have been playing it. Conan Exiles, that is. Not. I'm still very new to Sipta, so Sipta's a lot newer than Exiles is to me, but nevertheless, always fun to find new stuff that you didn't know was there. So now I know, and you know, and we all know together. How about that? All right, you guys. Well, I think that's pretty much it for the Frost Temple. I probably won't come back here again. Don't really need to, unless I just want to get a massive amount of black ice. That would really be the only reason that I would come back here. So yeah, I think I'll go ahead and let you go here. This might be a little shorter episode than normal, but what I'm going to do is go back to the base now that we have some black ice and just keep working on the build. I'd like to make some more progress on that before the next episode. And also, I did go ahead and install that mod that prevents animal-only purges. We'll see how it goes. The mod doesn't have a lot of information, and there's not a lot of people that have subscribed to it. I couldn't find any posts or anything on it, so, you know, I always prefer to use mods that are a little more tried and tested, but hopefully we won't run into any problems with it down the road, because, you know, it's a bit risky sometimes to install mods on an existing save. And I do have a backup, of course, but the problem is we could get 10 more episodes down the road and then find out that there's a problem with it, you know, which then would kind of suck. But I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. If I do notice any issues though with it, you know, then I will probably uninstall it and go back to our backup save and just, you know, go from there. So, okay, guys, that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Not sure what we have planned, but we will figure something out. Maybe we'll do the next relic, you know, with the staff and all that. We'll see how it goes, okay? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.